Boredom. This is one of our biggest issues in this day and age. We just cannot stay bored. It's either we're watching TV, having some form of sound in our ears, chatting away with friends, or the biggest of all, scrolling through social media. It's fine, I know most of us have these issues, but for us to progress in life, we really need to stay bored. Let me be honest, the past couple of weeks in my life has been quite daunting. A bit of Ramadan blues, creative block, and I had so many thoughts. So I decided to just get off social media and stop watching TV as well and just be by myself so I can process my thoughts and also figure out what is even wrong with me. Today is the second day, but this is what the first day looked like. I am so bored. Alhamdulillah, I feel so good today, but yesterday, the thoughts of, you should check your Instagram. Why don't you go to your YouTube studio? Maybe you need to call that friend, was quite intense. I feel like the reason why I feel much better today is because I didn't act on that thought. We don't need to travel to a cabin for a few days and lock our phone off to stay away from social media when we feel it's necessary. We just need to build the self-discipline to know when we have consumed a lot of information, and also when our mind is telling us we need to work on something for ourselves. In that case, just fully concentrate on you. There is so much beauty in solitude as there is in having a community. The quietness, the focus in your environment, and being conscious of your thoughts really takes you to another level of self-growth. You tend to be more grateful with how much Allah has blessed you. Come to the realization of the things you need to work on within yourself, and also mindful of how you spend your time. Boredom can spark creativity by allowing the mind to wander and explore new ideas. When we are bored, our brains seek stimulation, leading us to think outside of the box and come up with solutions to our problems. And clearly you can see I messed up the house. When I have that quiet alone time, I tend to be more mindful and reflect on myself. It allows me to disconnect from the constant stimulation and focus on the present moment. It really helps with self-awareness and deeper thinking about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Good morning. Morning. One of the things that I was struggling with is just living in the present moment. I find myself always navigating my thoughts towards the future, and it was just like my present moment was just passing by while I just yearn for the future, thinking about how it's gonna be, when it's gonna be. Alhamdulillah, just doing this from yesterday to today made me come to that realization that I am always in the future instead of the present. Alhamdulillah for everything. I'm so thankful that I got inspired to do this. Mindfulness is something that I always try to implement in my life. So let's see what other things are going to just come to my thoughts, come to my mind, and really come to my attention while I'm just taking this time off and spending time by myself. Every sunnah of the Prophet that we try to apply in our lives, no matter how tiny it is, it tends to have a strong positive impact on us. It reminds me of the time of the Prophet when he used to spend a lot of time in the cave, just reflecting on everything and reflecting on the one that created everything. SubhanAllah. Only Allah knows how much strength and courage and patience he had through that, and also how much strength of a character he built just by doing that. We should try as much as possible to implement the sunnahs of the Prophet, even if it's just a tiny bit. Trust me, it is always worth it. Our bodies and minds tends to signal to us when it's need a rest and a recharge, but we tend to neglect that. Know when to rest so you can improve your mental health.